Hello, Chris Johnson.
Hey there, Benji, sir.
We're here with foreigners who love Korean culture.
It's the K-Culture Show that's full of fun, joy, and happiness.
Project K-Culture Elite. Yay!
Yeah! Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Benji.
And I'm Chris Johnson. So, Benji, I wonder, do you play a musical instrument?
Of course I do.
Oh,
It's part of being a musician.
you are a musician and an idol.
I am. And I used to play the violin.
You used to play.
Sometimes I play.
Wow. So I want to hear you play that later.
Maybe. Do you play an instrument?
I play the guitar. Yeah, I'll show you later.
All right, sounds good.
So that means, since you play a musical instrument, you have something in common with today's contestants.
Yes, that means that I do have something in common with them, but, I guess I play a Western instrument, which may be a little different in comparison to what our contestants might be playing today.
That makes me wonder, and we're gonna see what today's final theme is through the video. Cue the video.
A new driving force behind Hallyu has emerged. It touches hearts around the world. It stirs emotions. Say hello to gugak. Gugak has a different charm to Western music, and it's catching everyone's attention. Today's 5 contestants are so in love with gugak, they've traveled all the way to Korea to learn more. Their aim is to master the art, and they'll battle it out in our studio for the traditional Korean instrument elite title.
Wow, today's show is going to be full of beautiful music.
Yes, it is. I can't wait to hear what they have in store for us. But before that, as always, we have 3 lovely professional judges. Let's give a big hand for our judges today.
Yay!
I have a question. I know Western instruments. We've got the piano, guitar, drums, Benji's violin, and so on. But how are Korean traditional instruments different from the Western instruments that I know?
네, 전통 악기는 우리 서양 악기와 다른 커다란 다른 점은요. 서양 음악에서 아티큘레이션이라고 하죠. 음을 가지고 흔든다든지 혹은 음을 끌어올린다든지 끌어내린다든지 이러한 우리 음악에서의 악기들의 식임새라고 하는 명칭이 있는데요. 어떠한 그 전통 악기도 다 이러한 식임새를 가지고 있어서 농현이나 농음이나 이러한 것들을 통해서 우리의 마음과 심금을 울리는 그리고 우리의 흥을 자아내는 그러한 소리를 가지고 있는 게 큰 특징입니다.
I'm trying to imagine what they sound like right now. I can't quite get it. What's your criteria for the performances today? What are you going to be judging our contestants on?
오늘 심사 기준 아주 간단합니다. 그 연주하시는 분이 얼만큼 국악을 사랑하는지 저는 그거 하나만 보겠습니다.
전문적인 국악인이 아니고 그렇기 때문에 저희들이 보는 관점은 국악을 얼마나 이해하는가 그 정도로 보겠습니다.
Very different criteria for each person, how much they love the instrument, how much they bring out the traditionality of the instrument.
I guess they can tell that by just watching the performance today.
Yes.
I can't wait to see the performances.
All right.
Let's give a big round of applause to our judges. Judge fairly, honestly.
With love.
All right, Benji, we call it gugak. They call it gugak, Korean traditional instruments. And I think our eyes and ears, of course, are for a big treat today. Yeah, you look happy.
Well, of course, it's also time to decide the order of our competition for today.
Exactly. Nothing can go on without our order.
So, shall we get on with it?
Let me do it first this time,
Oh,
man.
sorry. Okay. Ladies first.
Can I do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
It's all you.
I'm not a lady, but I want to do it. Okay, I've got the first name in this ball, and Benji will read it.
Our first contestant is Nazreen Sahin.
Let's give her a hand.
Where is this place, bustling with students?
Oh, hello, I'm Nesrin from Turkey and I'm 20 years old and my major is in Korean language and literature in Erciyes University.
Surin and her friends prepare for the competition.
I started when I was in Turkey because like in Turkey my major is also Korean, so we have some clubs like for samunori and puchechum, stuff like that. So I was really interested in samunori, especially kengari. So I really wanted to try and I performed there too. So.
Surin loves how samunori brings them together as a team.
Actually, like when I'm doing that, it feels really exciting because like I just get into the rhythm and I'm just playing that. So I really love that feeling when I'm playing the samunori. I will do like I practiced because I practice a lot with my friends. So I think I will do my best. I chose the kengari because it was the most, how can I say, like, most interesting for me. Because, like, the older rhythm was with kengari. Like, if the kengari does the rhythm, all the other instruments follow that. So I just wanted to do that.
Yo, Chris, did you hear that?
I did.
I didn't just hear, I felt it in my ears.
Yeah, especially Nesreen's instrument
Yeah.
was the loudest of the bunch, I think.
Uh-huh.
And she was doing some crazy rhythm with that.
How are your wrists doing?
What?
Your wrists.
Are your wrists?
It's okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Your wrists are okay.
Yeah.
What is the name of this little spherical metal instrument?
Kengari. 괭가리.
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 Ah, 괭가리. It
Yeah.
sounds, the name sounds like the sound of it. 괭.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Wow.
Oh.
괭가리. Whoa.
Oh, Chris, pretty good. You got your knowledge down.
Well, you know. So, Nazarene, what was this performance about?
It's about Korean traditional instruments.
Okay.
So from Joseon, like people always play it when they have some festival or stuff. Even now in Korea, they are still playing in the festival or yeah.
And I heard you performed in Turkey. This is samulori.
사물놀이.
You performed samulori in Turkey before coming to Korea?
Yeah, right.
How did you get into traditional Korean?
My major is Korean language and literature. So, yeah. So in Turkey, with my major, we have some clubs about 사물놀이 and 탈춤 and 부채춤. So I was in the 사물놀이. So that's why I learned there and I played there. But we are just amateurs, like we're not professionals. So.
No, it felt professional to me.
Sounded good to me too.
To me, but of course we gotta find out what our judges think of it.
Yeah.
So we have judges over here. Are you ready to judge?
제가 볼 때는 지금 공부하시는 국어 국문학을 관두시고 악기를 하셔도 좋을 것 같습니다. 다만 얼굴 표정이 이렇게 경직되어 있어가지고 다 같이 이제 즐기는 음악인데 좀 그런 것들을 잘 이제 표현을 했으면 더 좋았을 거라는 생각이 들지만 역시나 또 눈을 감고 음악을 들어보면은 너무 잘 하모니를 맞췄던 그런 연주였습니다.
터키에서부터 사물놀이를 연주를 배우고 했다는 것이 굉장히 놀라워요. 꽹가리의 소리를 이제 들어보니까 리듬 감각도 있고 그리고 꽹가리의 특징을 잘 알고 치려고 노력을 하는 그런 느낌을 들었어요. 그래서 앞으로 더 많이 또 더 즐겁게 또 국악기를 하실 수 있을 것 같다는 그런 그 기대감이 드는 연주였습니다.
테크닉을 떠나서 가락 이런 것들이 조화가 좀 잘 되는 것 같고요. 이제 좀 더 열심히 연습을 하시면 좋은 연주자가 될 것 같습니다. 기대하겠습니다.
감사합니다.
Lots of great praise from our judges.
Wonderful praise.
Wonderful.
Let's give a big round of applause for Nazarene and her awesome performance.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Before the judges was telling their opinion, I was so nervous. Like I was like I didn't done a good performance. But after the judges say really good things to me, like they say they liked my performance and they say like I'm good at it. So I was happy after that.
Let's do it.
Ta-da.
Ah, you're so smooth.
That's why, yes, because lotion. Okay. That was weird. Okay, here we go.
Pop that open. Number 2, we have Paul Kellner. Let's give him a hand.
There are people sitting around a table. One person stands out.
Well, my name is Paul Kellner. I came from America. I've been in Korea now about 3 years and 8 months.
In the US, Paul worked as a design engineer for 30 years.
Well, I like to play in the mountain because I think that's a natural place to play the tanso. And when I play in the mountain, I meet people and they will come up to me, they take their picture with me, and they will greet me and they will talk to me. Sometimes they dance. Sometimes I play it when I ride the subway train, not on the train, but in the station. And also I'll play sometimes when I'm walking in the street. If I'm waiting for the light so I can cross the street, I'll play tanso.
Paul's passion for the tanso certainly has no bounds.
One of my friends and I were talking about it from the tanso club, and my friend said, "You have enough practice." And I said, "No, if you want to win, you never have enough practice." I practiced and I practiced. I never stopped practicing. I'm going to try to do my best. I just hope that I'm not too nervous. Yeah, when I went on stage, I knew that I would make a mistake. That piece is very long, and so I tried to practice a way to go past the mistake smoothly. So, yeah, I knew it's very hard to play it perfectly. Even an experienced player, they make some mistakes, or they change the music. This music is different from Western music. The player's feeling comes out. So sometimes some people would call it mistakes. Other people, it's just a different way of expressing the feeling of the music. But in my case, I think I made many mistakes.
So why don't you explain a little bit about the piece you performed today? What was it and what was it about?
I believe it's a kind of court music. It's called 타령.
타령?
Yeah, and it was played before kings in their court. And there's a number of them. And this was, I believe, the last one. There's 8 of them, and this was the last one.
And at what time would they perform a 타령 in front of a king?
That's a good question. I can't answer that one.
Okay. We're going to have to ask our judges
Probably
later.
when they wanted to.
When they wanted to.
That is a good answer.
That is probably the correct answer, yeah.
So, Paul, how do you come across the danso?
How did I come across it?
This is the danso.
I was studying Korean first at Yonsei and then at Gyeonggi-dae. They had elective courses, and I took, taekwondo, and I took the culture course, and I took the Hanja course, and then they offered this, and I thought, well, my kids are very musical. I have to catch up to my kids. So I took the class, and it turned out that I could make a sound before anybody else in the class.
Ooh, talent.
So maybe, I don't know. But I practiced a lot. I did better at this than I did at language. So
You're a
that's what
natural.
made me keep at it.
He's a natural.
Yeah,
I like
maybe.
it.
Wow.
Maybe.
And
So-
I really like the feel about you. You have a good feel. I mean, you look very American, but you have this nice traditional Korean outfit with this really traditional Korean instrument. So it's like a mixed match, but also some warmth about your presence right now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
You feel what I mean, Benji? Wow.
제 친구.
Okay.
I don't even know a hug.
Give him a hug, give him a hug.
All right, so shall we go over to our judges?
Okay.
Let's hear what the professionals have to say. Let's start with Mr. Song.
앞서 나오실 때 그 미국의 영화 배우 중에 리차드 기어 있잖아요.
Richard Gere.
You know Richard
Yeah.
Gere?
A little.
몰라요.
A little.
리차드 기어가 나와서 단소를 부는 듯한 그런 느낌이었습니다. 지금으로부터 한 200년 전 혹은 300년 전이었 그 연주됐던 영산의 상 중 타령이라는 그런 곡입니다. 타령. 이 곡이 굉장히 어려워요.
네.
막 그 높은 음을 이렇게 불어서 소리를 쫙 뻗게 해야 되는 것도 있고 그런데 뭔가 그런 기교적이라든지 혹은 테크닉에서는 조금 아쉬움이 있긴 합니다. 중간에 조금 실수도 있었지만은 근데 이게 이렇게 음악을 들으면서 춤을 이렇게 살짝 추게끔 하는 그런 음악인데 뭔가 그런 기분, 필링은 굉장히 이렇게 잘 전달한 그런 연주였습니다.
그 타령을 연주하기 위한 그 악보가 우리 5선보로 되어 있는 악보가 아니라 정간보이잖아요. 이게 사실 타령 악보가 요즘에는 5선 악보도 있지만 이런 정간보를 보고 이렇게 연주를 하는 모습이 정말 한국인 같은 그런 느낌도 받았고요. 다만 이런 전통 음악은 우리 음악의 어떤 유장미가 있습니다. 굉장히 우아하고 그런 그 궁중 음악에서의 어떤 특징이 있는데 그런 특징을 더 잘 나타내기 위해서는 좀 프레이징을 좀 길게 롱텀으로 가시면 앞으로 더 멋진 또 그 멋진 음악이 될 것 같다는 생각이 들었습니다.
이 단소라는 악기가 소리 내기도 힘들지만 소리를 낸다 해서 긴장을 하면 소리가 더 안 나와요. 근데 오늘 약간 긴장을 하신 것 같은데도 진짜 연주를 잘하시네요. 악기를 보니까 플라스틱이에요. 그래서 우리 국악원에 오시면 제가 오리지널 대나무 악기를 하나 드리겠습니다.
The expensive one. The real one. Yeah. Wow. Wow. That's quite a promise.
Congratulations.
It's your lucky day, Paul. All right, let's give a big round of applause for Paul.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
For our third contestant, we have.
Am I going to read it?
Yep.
I love that handoff.
Thank you.
You're so stylish. We've got Peng Li Ying. Give her a hand.
She's been on TV, she gives lectures, she performs. She is the multi-talented beauty from China, Peng Liying.
大家好，我是来自中国的彭丽颖，我是一位古筝还有家耶琴的演奏者。我是2006年来韩国留学，学习韩国的家耶琴，留学首尔大学，然后攻读了硕士学位，后来又在中央大学攻读了博士学位，韩国音乐学的博士。
The peaceful, tranquil sound of the gayagum. Liying came to Korea after falling in love with the gayagum's gentle charm.
中国的所谓中国家耶琴古筝这个乐器，我是从4岁开始学习的。家耶琴这个乐器呢，我是在2006年开始学习的。
Liying helps promote Chinese and Korean cultures.
希望我能得到第1名。现在我准备了散调，韩国家耶琴，韩国音乐最有特点的散调音乐。
Wow.
That was cool. Did you see it? You heard that, right?
Yeah.
The
Exactly. The vibrations and waves in those tones were just incredible.
I made a name for those tones.
What's the name?
Bobblehead tones.
Bobblehead tones. Benji the bobblehead, everybody. Okay, back to our
All
star
right, back
over
to our
here.
contestant. I love the performance. It was super awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
And I want to ask you, what made you get into gugak? I heard you're majoring in gugak.
我从小4岁开始学习中国的传统乐器是古筝。大学毕业以后呢，我对亚洲的音乐非常感兴趣，所以我选择来到韩国学习家乐琴。
What is jitar?
Guitar，这个乐器呢是亚洲所有类似于家乐琴，中国有古筝，日本有古董，然后还有越南的坦特兰，蒙古的雅塔，这是都属于长得非常相似的乐器，叫 guitar。
So it's a family of
It's
instruments.
a family of instruments.
Yes.
And this is included in that
This is
family.
included in that
对，是一
family.
个种类。
Can you explain what your piece was about? The piece that you chose to perform today.
我今天演奏的是家乐琴的散调。散调呢是从景仰族，一直到 humoli， 整个的一个散调完全演奏下来时间非常长，所以我只选了每一个节奏型长短的一小部分。
Like a sampler kind of to. They did short
cut
cuts of the piece.
yes.
Oh, okay, because it takes a while. Let's go to our judges and see what they have to say. Starting with Mr. Song.
행여영 씨는 저도 예전에 이름을 몇 번 들어본 것 같아요.
아 그래요?
예, 활동을 하고 계시죠?
맞습니다.
예, 그리고
중국 사람은 최초로 한국에 왔습니다.
맞아요.
네.
그리고 아까 말씀하셨던 그 고쟁,
네.
쟁이라는 악기를 많은 한국 사람들에게 들려주고 있는
네.
그런 활동도 하는 걸로 알고 있습니다. 저도 예전부터 한번 뵙고 싶었는데
네.
여기에서 이렇게 뵙게 되네요. 반갑습니다.
Wow. We have a fan.
Yeah. You're
Yes.
famous.
Thank you.
So it was your first performance on stage with the gayagum?
Yes.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Let's have a round of applause for that.
And let's go. Miss An, what does Miss An think of this performance?
우선 그 한복이 너무나 잘 어울려요. 그래서 정말 한국인이 연주하는 그런 모습처럼 보이고 한국말도 잘 하시고 그리고 성금연유 가야금 산조를 진양부터 해서 중머리, 중중머리, 자진머리, 휴머리까지 이렇게 조금씩 이제 잘 보여주셨는데 오늘 첫 연주임에도 불구하고 그 마치 공력이 느껴지는 그런 소리를 느꼈고요. 소리의 질감이나 음을 만드는 그런 부분이 아마추어 같지가 않고 프로의 어떤 그런 모습이 느껴졌어요.
고난도의 테크닉이에요. 그리고 이 성금연주가 상당히 어려운 산주예요. 그런데 오늘 상당히 고생을 하셨고 긴장도 하신 것 같고 오늘 연주 잘하셨습니다. 좋은 연주자 되겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Contestant number 4.
444.
And it is Shuyun Pei.
Give her a hand.
A university in Seoul. One student is busy practicing.
我是台湾人，然后我的名字叫许云佩。我今年3月的时候来到韩国，然后我想要学韩国传统音乐，所以来到这里。
Yoonpei majored in the Erhu, but she came to Korea in March to learn the hegum at a Korean university.
我觉得它是传统音乐当中压弦乐器里面算是非常特别的一个，这次对我来讲是很大的一个挑战，所以也算是对我来讲是一个很大的算是魅力之一。我在参加录影之前，因为我有曾经参加过台湾的录影，但是我实在真的不知道韩国的录影到底是怎样，所以我只能就是刚好考试的曲子，然后就一起这样子准备，反正就是尽我最大的能力去做。
That was cool. Coming from someone who plays violin, saying something that's like a violin but nothing like a violin. That was cool.
You think you could do that, Benji?
I used to think I could, and then I saw it live for the first time today, and I realized, no, that's not gonna happen.
Not happening.
Not happening.
I liked it how she rested it on her dress hair. And
Yes.
it looks so elegant.
It does.
Is that the traditional way of playing this instrument?
Yes, it's the traditional seat. You must sit on the floor. Yeah, it's yeah.
What is the name of this, by the way?
This way is this name is Haegum.
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 Yes, it's Haegum.
You know what's interesting about this instrument, in terms of using, the violin terms, the Western instrument terms, there's a bow, and then there's the instrument itself, but they're connected. They're all one piece, right?
Yes, it's one
And-
piece cannot. It's different because in violin you can get on this on and outside and it's freely, but it's between the two string, so you cannot.
You can't take it out.
Yeah, you
at
can get it out of it.
There's only 2 strings here,
Yes,
and it's stuck in between the 2 strings.
yes,
So it's permanently a part of this.
all. Yes.
Wow.
So
Yes.
there's a lot of Korean traditional instruments. What made you
Yes.
choose the haegum or the Korean fiddle?
when I was child, I come from Taiwan, and when I was child, I learned erhu. Yes, everyone knows that erhu is Chinese earth, and it's a very similar size, the erhu and haegum between these two instruments. When I was at university, and I'm very interested about Korean traditional music, so I start learning, and now and come here and learn haegum in the major. Yes.
So you started with the erhu, which is the traditional Chinese fiddle,
Yes.
quote unquote.
Yes.
Have you seen one of those?
I have.
Erhu.
Not in real
Yes.
life though.
Okay.
All in videos. So in the meantime, let's learn from our judges about this piece and about her performance.
Let's do it.
이렇게 말씀하시는 걸 들어보니까 되게 악기에 대한 특성을 잘 이해하고 계신 것 같아요.
네.
예. 근데 해금 배운 지 꽤 오래 되셨죠?
아니에요.
아니에요?
저 원래 3월 때부터 지금 서울대학교 입학하는 거예요. 그래서
아.
지금은 저 2학기네요.
아, 저분 여기 왼손 한번 만져보세요. 여기.
Touch her left hand.
예.
It's different.
Why?
굳은
Because he has
살.
the calluses.
She has really.
It happens when you play an
Wow.
instrument that you have to keep pressing,
Yeah.
right? And you practice a lot. You get them on the tips of your fingers when you do violin
Yes.
too.
Or guitar too.
Yes, exactly.
But she has them in the middle of her fingers.
Yes, because the way you press the strings, correct. It's
Yes.
using this side.
The
not
Korean
tips.
instrument is not good, I think. So it's
Ah,
very
for
hard.
the
Yes.
skin.
Yes, for us it's not. It's very hard.
It's a sign of courage and bravery.
Yes.
The calluses.
Yes. It shows you're dedicated to the instrument
She's very dedicated, and she just started in March.
Yes.
of this year.
저 여기 많이 아프죠?
네.
어렵고. 그 해금이 연주하기가 굉장히 어려운 악기인데
네.
누구는 막 인상도 쓰고 보는 사람이 좀 불편하게 연주를 하는 사람들도 있는데 아주 편안하게 잘 들을 수 있도록
네.
예, 차분하게 연주를 들려주었습니다.
네.
잘 들었습니다.
해금 소리를 들으면서 어쩌면 해금을 저렇게 얼후처럼 연주를 할까라고 생각을 했는데 정말 얼후를 공부를 하셨다고 하네요. 예, 그래서 그런지 해금을 3월 달부터 해서 짧은 시간 안에 정말 해금 그 활대지를 금방 마스터를 할 수 있지 않았을까라는 생각이 드는데 해금 소리가 보통은 막 찍찍 소리도 나고 굉장히 그 터프한 그 사운드를 낼 수밖에 없는 그런 악기를 굉장히 그 부드럽고 유연하게 연주를 잘 해 주었는데 또 반면에 해금이라는 악기 특히 산조가 그렇게 부드럽기만 한 음악이 아니거든요. 네, 그래서 그 식임새도 그렇고 굉장히 그 해금 소리가 나타낼 수 있는 우리 음악의 어떤 한과 흥을 다 같이 연주를 할 수 있도록 앞으로는 또 그런 공부를 좀 하신다면 식임새, 해금만이 나타낼 수 있는 그런 식임새를 좀 더 깊게 이해하고 표현을 할 수 있다면 더 좋은 연주가 되겠다라는 생각이 들었습니다.
해금 소리를 천천히 타면 진짜 이 해금이 애수가 있는 악기예요. 운치가 있고 진짜 멋있는 악기인데 이거를 몇 개월 해서 이렇게 연주한다는 건 진짜 쉬운 일이 아니거든요. 앞으로 한 1년 정도만 하시면 진짜 한 세미 프로 정도는 되실 것 같아요. 진짜 잘 타셨어요. 수고했어요.
Incredible.
Just a year, a little more, and Good.
You've already made incredible progress.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's have a round of applause.
A big round of applause. Thank you so much.
It's not enough for this performer because I'm too busy to prepare this performance. So I'm not. It's not satisfied. It's much more practice. Yes, I think it's not good. It's for me.
This person, I hope they don't get too nervous waiting backstage.
You just pick that out? Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I just picked this out.
Okay, it's fine. Go ahead. I was gonna pick it, but you took it. It's
Oh, really?
fine.
Was it your turn?
It's fine.
You can do it.
You already, oh, I can see the paper.
Go
Our
for it.
final contestant
Go for it.
for today is Tom Javidet.
Javidet.
We are here to meet our final contestant.
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 서울대학교에서 다니고 있는 터키 사람 담자비드라고 합니다.
Javidet came to Korea 3 years ago.
아예 음악을 공부할 생각 없었고요. 그건 기술적으로 공부할 생각 있었고요. 그러다가 와관 1층에다가 피아노 있었거든요. 계속 학원 끝나고 피아노 연주하다가 원래 전에도 음악 많이 했었어요. 취미로 많이 하다가 우리 가족은 약간 그런 거 반대하고 있거든요. 음악을 공부하는 것보다 약간 기술적으로 공부하고 그러다가 저는 항상 그쪽은 하고 싶지 않았었어요. 저랑 안 맞아서 그러다가 나는 이제 따로 음악을 할 수 있겠다, 음악 하고 싶다 그 마음을 먹고 여기까지 왔는데 왜 나는 서양 음악을 공부할 거냐? 그 서양 음악 공부하면 원래 유럽은 가는 게 제일 좋잖아요. 그러다가 나는 국악 공부하면 되겠다. 아시아 음악을 배우고 앞으로 자기 나라로 가거나 아니면 유럽 쪽으로 가고.
Javidet has another dream.
무대에서 실수 안 하는 걸로 자신감 있습니다.
So, Javidet, we enjoyed that very much. Can you put out your fingers?
Show me your left hand.
Benji?
Come on, show me those fingers.
The fingers.
The fingers.
Okay,
The fingers.
They're rising up. They're rising up.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
He's got the beginnings of calluses.
Okay. Okay, we got the beginning of calluses. All right, sounds good.
Very nice.
So,
No dress.
no dress.
We thought mostly women perform with the
Yeah,
hegum.
that's how we were informed. But you are a man.
Yeah,
I can tell. You're definitely a man.
Good observation, Benji.
Thank you.
Yes. So,
So,
why don't you tell us about why you chose to play the hegum and the piece you performed?
açıkçası bu bayağı biraz uzun bir hikaye. Korece eğitiminden sonra müziğe karar verdim.
You're in the home of gugak.
Yeah.
Perfect place to learn an instrument like the hegum. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very nice. So why don't we ask you about that piece you performed? Can you explain its meaning? Does it have any significance?
Az önce çaldığım parçanın ismi Korelilerin söylediği gibi Arirang Boğumkok. Bu parça aslında Arirang'ın normal bir Arirang arasında bir Arirang yani seçilmiş bir Arirang. Öyle.
I didn't know there are different versions of Arirang depending on the region.
There's a lot of different
막
versions.
진도 Arirang, 강원도 Arirang, 그 Arirang.
All right, let's go to our judges. See what they thought.
They're professionals. Let's start with Mr. Song.
자신이 가장 자신이 갖고 있는 기교를 실력을 가장 잘 보여줄 수 있는 그 레퍼토리를 연주한 것 같고요. 앞으로 그 좋은 음악가 그리고 그런 음악 관련된 연구 활동을 잘 하실 것 같아요. 제가 멀리서 응원해드리겠습니다.
감사합니다.
기대하겠습니다.
감사합니다.
Thank you, Mr. Song.
해금을 처음 보시는 분은 아 이게 여성들만 하는 악기인가라는 생각도 이제 그런 그 질문도 하셨는데 그게 아니라 지금처럼 남성분이 해금을 할 때는 굉장히 또 힘이 좋은 느낌을 받았어요. 그리고 똑같이 할 때를 이렇게 하지만 굉장히 그 굵직한 그런 느낌을 받아서 좋았고 그리고 음악성이 있으신 것 같아요. 강원도 아리랑의 어떤 그런 그 느낌, 한의 느낌, 그 농현에서 어떤 깊이감을 느낄 수 있어서 앞으로 네. 또 그런 민요뿐만이 아니라 퍼포먼스와 에듀케이션과 모든 거를 다 아우르는 그런 쪽으로도 가능성이 있어 보입니다. 네, 잘 들었습니다.
감사합니다.
Thank you, Mrs. On. So, it's not just for women, it's for people of all genders,
Everybody.
all music styles. Beautiful. Let's hear from our last and final judge, Mr. Han.
일단 연주하시면서 일단 자신감이 있으신 것 같아요. 앞으로 더 좋은 곡들 연주해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 수고하셨습니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Mr. Han.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you later.
We've seen all 5 contestants perform, and it's truly a riveting, very moving experience. Chris, how do you feel seeing all these instruments live?
It was definitely a humbling experience for me. They were all foreigners doing a very traditional Korean performance. So I was really awed by it. And it gave me a little, motivation and inspiration.
Definitely. Coming from perspective of someone who played an instrument beforehand, seeing this traditional Korean instrument performances really gives you a lot to think about, doesn't it?
It definitely does, which makes this next part all the more hard. It's time to eliminate a contestant from our show. Those are the rules, right, Benji?
We don't have a choice. We don't make the show, we just kind of lead it.
Yeah. So we got to do what we got to do.
We got to do what we got to do. Man's got a job.
So studio audience judges and our professional judges, you can vote for just one contestant. I know it's difficult, but you have to pick one favorite contestant to vote for. And the remaining 4 will go to the next round and will eliminate a single contestant.
So, everyone, you ready to vote? Please vote
Now!
Time's up, the polls are closed, and I have the results in my hands, as always. But while we're waiting, or while y'all wait for us to say the results, I just want to say thank you all for giving us such a wonderful performance. Let's have a round of applause for our contestants.
Thank you, thank you.
All right,
Benji, so the results are in, right?
Yes.
Let's get it over with.
Let's do it.
Let's not extend the pain.
So, the 2 names I call out now will have made it into the next round.
Oh.
The first 2 contestants who have advanced into the second round of our K-Culture Elite gugak episode is Jevidet and Paul.
Wow! Jevidet and Paul, step right over here. You guys can just sit back and relax. You've made it to the next round.
Wow.
I'm going to ask you how you feel, starting with you, Paul.
Wow.
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 You look
Speechless.
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 You look very happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Were you not feeling confident before that?
I didn't know. I thought these guys were so good.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well, you can relax. You made it to the next round.
Yes.
Congrats.
And Jevidet. How do you feel?
Bence benden daha iyi çalanlar oldu. Ben bu kadar iyi olduğumu düşünmüyorum yani.
Well, next round. Show off your skills.
You made it. Congratulations to both of you.
All right. Now, if you could step back, and
Step
the 3
back.
of us, 3 of you, sorry, join me. So now there's 2 spots left in the finals, and here we have 3 contestants. We have Nezrin, we have Peng Liying, and Xuyun Pei. So that means one of you will be eliminated.
Just one of the 3.
Yes.
It's the toughest part of doing the show, but we got to do it. Benji, let's get it over with.
who will have to go home this episode. It's always so sad doing this. You never get used to it.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up.
So cold.
Come on, let's get it over with. I can't wait.
All right, so the contestant who has been eliminated from the competition is Shuyun Pei. I'm sorry, but unfortunately you won't be able to join us in the next round.
Shuyun Pam, you were very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to our show.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and you had an amazing performance, and we wish you the best in your
Thank-
future musical endeavors.
Yes, I will try hard working and later.
All right.
Yes.
Let's give her a big hand.
And of course, let's have a round of applause for all of our contestants who will be joining us in the next round as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We've got the next round.
And it's already time to say goodbye for our first episode of the series, but I can still hear the music ringing in my ears.
Same here, Benji, but don't worry. We're gonna have some awesome gugak, traditional Korean performances next week, so you guys can look forward to that.
And again, if you want to participate, either as a contestant or as a member of our studio audience, just send us a message to the website or our SNS. The address is here.
We'll be waiting for you guys.
All right, so we'll be back next week, and we hope you'll join us.
Okay, it's time for the final closing. Everybody, shout with me. Project
K-Culture Elite! Yay!
Thank you, everybody.